So whether you're just starting off in tech or you've been working in tech like me, you're scrambling and you're trying to learn everything from networking to automation and cybersecurity skills. Overwhelmed yet? Yeah, I know you are, because you're not alone, because I'm feeling the same thing. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I'm taking my kind of systematic approach to learning all of these skills and combining them all together to become this hybrid engineer. All right, the first thing that I'm trying to do is focus. So what I've learned throughout my computer networking career is that you need to focus on learning one thing at a time, whether it's the OSI model or whether it's subnetting. You're going to need to get it down packed. You need to master it, and then you can build on that foundational knowledge. But if you're trying to learn a whole bunch of things at one time, you become inconsistent, you get frustrated because everything's not sticking, and it's because you're not just focusing on just learning subnetting. Just spend a week or a month just learning subnetting. And the same applies if you're trying to learn networking, automation, and cybersecurity, right? If it's going to be automation or whatever, just learn about loops. If you're going to learn about code, and just strictly work on exercises about creating loops or if-then statements or whatever. If you're practicing coding, just stick to that until you master it. Or if it's cybersecurity skills that you want to learn, Nmap, and you want to learn all of these security hacking tools, just focus on that for just like a week, a month straight. Make projects I've already talked about, proof of concept projects, all of that. And that way you can build on that knowledge. But you have to focus on one thing at a time, no matter what it is. But then you could start building into other things, because right now I'm trying to get a Security Plus certification. I can build on my networking knowledge with Security Plus. There's things that I can skip over. I don't have to worry about what an IP address is because I've already studied what that is in networking fundamentals. So I'm able to build onto this other aspect that I'm trying to learn, or this other skill that I'm trying to learn, which is cybersecurity. Because it's going to talk about coding in cybersecurity too. You're going to have to know about automating some of these security tools. So you're going to start to see that everything is going to blend together, but it's only going to work if you master one thing at a time. I can't stress that enough. Again, just speaking on what I just spoke about previously, basically that everything is going to be blending together. What I've come to realize after working in the IT career field is that these things aren't siloed. Even though when you go work for, I've worked for enterprise level businesses, right? They're going to have the server team siloed from the networking team, siloed from the development team. But what you'll start to realize once you start mastering each of these kind of skills, networking, automation, or cybersecurity, you'll see how they all blend together. And in the real world, that's how it is going to be. You're going to have to deal with security stuff. You're going to have to deal with networking stuff. Just because there's a networking issue, you can't just jump off a call because, hey, the network is good. You're going to have to use your skills to constantly tell them, check on things for the network. So you might as well be used to getting more skills in other aspects. Maybe it's system administration or whatever the case may be, cloud, cybersecurity, because you're going to have to work in all silos or in all areas of IT. You have to become well-rounded. I'm done with that thing that I'm just going to be a network engineer. My whole thing now, my whole identity that I'm shifting to is that of a hybrid engineer. I just want to know everything about cybersecurity. I want to know everything about networking, which I pretty much mastered that because I'm going to have my CCNP. I don't want a CCIE, so that's mastering it for me, maybe not for you. But I'm saying all of that, just master it to what level you want to master it at. And then on top of that, make sure that you're building on each of the skills using the other skills. Don't just keep them all separate. Try to use network automation. Try to automate some of your configurations or whatever the case may be in your day-to-day activities if you're working on the job, or if you're not working and you're trying to get into tech. Those are the kind of projects that you want to put together, because those are going to be real world scenarios. You're not just going to have a packet tracer lab that just shows that you can create VLANs. No, you're going to have a packet tracer lab that shows you can create VLANs and also protect it from VLAN hopping attacks or something like that. That will make you a more valuable kind of candidate when you go. This is without certifications, right? This is something you don't even have to do with certifications, no degree. You show these skills, you develop these skills, that's how you're going to stand out, and that's how you're going to get these jobs, and that's how you're going to be successful in this career in our future. All right, lastly, I just want to talk about consistency. This should go without saying. This thing, you just have to just be down for it completely. You have to commit to it. Once you get in IT, I already had a mindset when I got into IT, especially that Cisco is going to renew their certification every 3 years. You might as well give up, or maybe not give up, but just get your mindset that you're going to be studying every 3 to 5 years. You're just going to continue in education with anything in life if you want to become successful, because you're going to become obsolete. Your skills are going to become obsolete. Things are going to evolve. Things are going to change. Businesses are going to change, and you're going to have to change as well. So whether you're just getting started or you're working in the field, being consistent is going to be key. And you're going to burn yourself out too if you go to the extreme, which I've done too, just studying all the time, trying to chase certifications. You'll burn yourself out, and that will play into whether you're consistent or not. So what I'm going to try to do, and what I advise you to do, is just put that this is what you do every day, right? That's just something that you do. Even if it's 30 minutes a day. That compound interest kind of thing, it works the same with money as it does with the effort that you put in towards your goals, with certifications or with trying to upgrade your skills. We've heard it all before. What is it? If you practice an hour a day or something like that, all of those little things. If you don't know them, look up the quotes. If you go for an hour, read an hour a day or something, you'll become an expert in a year or something, because most people, or majority of people, aren't going to read a book. Majority of people are going to scroll social media, be entertained, or do something else. But if you live intentionally, that's going to build the consistency. So just like me creating content and everything, I got to be consistent. I got to be disciplined and all of these things. And that just helps breed that consistency into other aspects of my life, like studying. It just makes it that much more easier. Even if I do it 30 minutes a day, a win's a win. At least you got exposed to the information, and it really does help. So definitely try it out, and let me know in the comments if that works for you. If anything that I just went over in this video sounds something that you're going through, don't worry. You're going to make it out on the other end. Trust me, I'm your future self in 10 years, right? Or I could be your future self in 5 years. Just as long as you do those things, right, that I mentioned. You definitely want to you have this extreme goal. You're trying to learn networking. You're trying to become a hybrid engineer, which is amazing. That's what's going to put you in a good position in the future. But we have to remember, with any kind of goal, it doesn't matter if you're trying to learn networking, you're going to have to do these same kind of things. You're going to have to break it down into small, manageable goals for effective goal setting. You're going to have to break that down. And once you break it down, you're going to master those things. Make sure you master them. And then on top of that, make sure that they blend together, build on that foundation to learning the other skill, and vice versa. And then finally, be consistent. Don't frustrate yourself. Don't burn out. Just make sure you touching that book every day, at least for 30 minutes. Just do it just at least one time a day, a couple times a week. Something come up to where you're always just you're always just getting overwhelmed with the information, because it's a good thing. Subconsciously, you're going to learn it and all those other good things. So hopefully all of this helps. And if it did, definitely share it with somebody that you may know that's struggling. And definitely drop a like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, all that. And I'm going to catch y'all on that next video. Holla at me. Peace.